Hey everyone, welcome to the AI and Data Roadshow. My name is Melody Yin. I'm Partner Solution Architect for AI and ML at GPS Tech Team. Today I'm going to talk about Azure AI Studio versus Copilot Studio, when to use which. Here's the agenda for today. I will first introduce you to the Copilot suite, and then have the service comparison between Azure Copilot Studio and Azure AI Studio. I'm going to give you a demo for both of the services and provide you with all the resources. Hearing the word Copilot every day, everywhere, but there is actually a whole bunch of related services out there. How do we understand the differences and best leverage for our solutions? It all depends on your level of control or interaction required, your time available for the solution, and the persona. Here, if you look at the service position at this horizontal axis for increasing time to value, and the vertical axis for increasing differentiation, you may have a comparative impression. From the left bottom, we have the out-of-box copilots. This is M365 Copilot, which enhances employees' productivity through better collaboration, higher comprehension, and faster creation in M365 apps. The GitHub Copilot with code generation can boost efficiency in development. We also have D365 Copilot and the Security Copilot. They are suitable for quick deployment, productivity for business users and IT. In the middle, we have the extended or build your own custom Copilot, where you can extend the first-party Copilot we described before, deploy these in just a couple of days, and democratize your innovation. The Copilot Studio, which is formerly Power Virtual Agent, provides low-code experience to intelligently build Gen AI app and experiences. And the most differentiation option on the upper right-hand side is build your own Copilot with Azure AI tools, including semantic kernel, Azure Machine Learning, Azure OpenAI Service, and PromptFlow. Those are more for developers and data scientists who want to play with different LLM, do prompt engineering, fine-tuning, and interaction with other services like Fabric for analytics. Sitting at the center is the Azure OpenAI service. It has the app development service for Azure customers, enable interaction, development, deployment, and fine-tuning of OpenAI and other models. We'll get into this in detail. Today we will focus mainly on the two superstars in this suite, MS Copilot Studio and Azure AI Studio. By comparing the services and differences, I hope this can help you get a better understanding of when to use which. For Microsoft Copilot Studio, it's more suitable if you want a low-code experience which empowers both the business and pro developers to build the copilots. When speed and low ongoing maintenance is important to you. When you want a managed service where Microsoft manages the infrastructure. And when you want the building, security, and governance. You may want to use Azure AI Studio when you want to build and manage your own infrastructure and require full lifecycle DevOps support. When you want to be able to use your own large language models and do the prompting or fine-tuning. When you want experienced AI developers on your side and have a unified AI platform for the professional developers to build the copilots and GPTs, or when you want to do image or DALL-E generation. Let's first look at the Copilot Studio. Unlike a traditional component model that creates a hard-coded integration point, a maker in Microsoft Copilot Studio creates a conversational plugin. This maker gives descriptive text to Microsoft Copilot Orchestrator about the plugin's capabilities. The orchestrator can then make its own decision about what the plugin would be the most useful and also use the appropriate questions to fill plugin parameters. Copilot is an end-to-end conversational AI platform that empowers you to create and customize Copilot using natural language or on the graphical interface. With the Copilot Studio, you can easily design, test, and publish copilots enhanced with large language models and generative AI that suits your specific needs. Here you're able to build your own copilots, add topic to the specific needs, add plugin actions, and do the prompting as well. It is also connected to other Azure AI technologies such as the Azure AI Studio, Azure Cognitive Services, Azure Bot Framework, Power Platform AI models, and more. You're also able to manage your own Copilot experiences, as the governance and control features to monitor the usage with full visibility is included here. Here is a reference architecture for Copilot Studio. The dashed box here is the custom Copilot solution, where you can find multiple entities, custom topic, and plugin actions. Here, optionally, you can add the Azure OpenAI and Azure AI search capacity to converse on your own data. You can also add a dynamic training with LLM-based multi-intent recognition. Once it's triggered, actions such as HTTP requests can be created for further business needs. This can be connected to other SaaS applications and data connectors. The data collected in the interactive session can be sent to Dataverse available for other environments, and Power BI can be connected for analytics. Also, the Copilot experience can be embedded to multiple channels, including Teams, M365 apps, and third-party apps. There is built-in security and responsible AI for Copilot, and with Microsoft Entra and data loss prevention policies, you're able to protect the enterprise and customer data and build a secure app experience. Now let's look at how Azure OpenAI come into play in Copilot Studio. You can add this custom topic of generated answers on your Copilot Studio. Here you are able to do relevant task retrieval from multiple configured sources. This can be public data of public websites or being custom search, SharePoint, Azure OpenAI on your own data, uploaded documents, or you can pass the curated data from any sources as your custom data. Then the Azure OpenAI will summarize the data source and provide answer based on the prompt. It will also do response validation with a moderation layer and hallucination removal. Now I'm going to walk you through this demo to Copilot Studio. Here on the home page, you can see all your recent Copilots, and you're able to hit on the plus sign to create a Copilot from scratch. So to set up the Copilot, just give it a name and language speak. Here you're able to add your website so that your Copilot can instantly answer questions over your own data. You can also edit the advanced configurations by giving the Copilot an icon. And here the lesson topic are pre-populated sample topics that you can take a look and leverage from. It will help the user understand how the topic component work. If you hit create, your own Copilot is ready to go. So to save time, today we'll look at this Copilot weather that I just created. Before I dive into it, I will show you the plugins here. There are the conversational plugin and AI plugin. The AI plugin in preview here, you're able to add a Power Platform component as an AI plugin. this can enable you to perform action or retrieve information across user environments. You can also add an OpenAI plugin. This enables you to access your own data sources and get generative answers. Here are a whole list of the AI plugins that is available to use, and you're also able to hit on the plus sign here to add a new plugin. And here in the Model tab, we can see a bunch of pre-populated pre-built models that is able to be consumed in your Copilot. You're also able to create a new one or connect the one that you've already deployed. Okay, now let's go to the Copilot. Here on the left-hand side, you can see this user interface where you can converse your Copilot and test if the topic you develop works well. And on the right-hand side, you can explore all the capabilities of the Copilot Studio. You can explore the topics or plugin actions. So today we're mainly focused on the topic here. You can see a lot of them are the pre-populated ones, and I will show you a bunch of interesting ones. First, we will look at the pizza. This topic enables the user to order pizza, and the Copilot will ask it specific questions to get the right order. So here, the trigger means if the user type in one of these phrases, the Copilot will understand and it will ask the corresponding question to make the user choose a type of pizza that they want to order. It will also ask how many pizza do you want to order, and the user's answer of number will be stored in this entity of quantity. And then your order is completed. Let's try this. I will say pizza near me. And it will ask me which pizza I want. I'll choose pepperoni, basic one. How many pizza would you like to order? One. Yeah, so I have ordered one pepperoni pizza. It thanks me for my order. This one is pretty simple. So on this right-hand side, you can see the Edit with Copilot tab. This enables you to simply ask the Copilot in natural language, what do you want to do? And after update this, you will get a whole topic components and of the flow that you are able to execute. So this is pretty helpful. And you can also look at all the examples that work here. Okay, so now we want to look at the conversational boosting. So as you can remember, last topic, the pizza, is pretty straightforward. It's just hard-coded. But here we're able to add the creative generated answer part. So here we don't have any specific trigger. And after this, we add the node called create generated answer. It is under advanced topic. You can also choose other advanced topics or the topics under other components. So here, for generative answer, what you need is the input. It is basically the activity.text from the user input here. And the data source you can configure. You can choose up to 4 public websites and 4 Microsoft internal sites for your bot to use to create dynamic generative answers. So here we use 2, the weather website and the Yelp website. Okay, and you're also able to include the internal SharePoint where you can add your Azure OpenAI service on your data. You can configure the connection property by enter the deployment and API version and also some hyperparameters. So after we configure the order source, we're also able to set the content moderation of medium, high, or low. Here I am also able to add some custom instruction
For example, provide a simple answer with bullet points if helpful. Okay, so we can also send a message, or in advanced configuration, you can save the bot response as a string as well for future use. So after the generative answer module, you're able to add the condition. So if the answer from the source is not blank, you're able to end the current topic. Let's try this out. So what I will ask is, I want to travel to San Francisco next week. Can you let me know the weather? And it will take a few moments for the Copilot to think and retrieve the answer. Here is what it says. Here is the whole list of the weather forecast for next week. And it's doing a pretty good job also citing the source it is looking at. You can see this is from the website that I specify in the configuration. And also, since now I'm in New York City, I want to know what I'm going to eat tonight. So I will ask the Copilot, I'm in NYC, I want to eat out today. Any recommendations? We'll give it a moment to think and look at the other website. Okay, here I get a whole list of restaurants in NYC that is considered a good idea for eating out today. And it's citing the website here. If we take a look, it is from Yelp. So it is doing pretty good here. Now, say if we are happy with the Copilot we develop here and the topics, we're able to hit publish here. And here are some options to optimize your Copilot. First, you're able to set up the channels for your Copilot. You can check this page to see the updates on the new channels available. And you're also able to leverage your Copilot collected data to help you make it better. You can check this page for analytics. Okay, that's all for my demo for Copilot Studio today. Please reach out to me if you have any further questions.
Now let's look at the Azure AI Studio. You may be already familiar with the Azure OpenAI Studio, but this is the new integrated service with some new neat features added for your development of modern AI apps. Azure AI Studio is a unified AI platform for your end-to-end AI journey as AI developers. From data exploration, model comparison and evaluation to fine-tuning, integration, testing, deployment, and monitoring. Studio provides one single place for AI developers to build and deploy AI solutions. You can create and train your own LLM or leverage one of the 1,400 plus models from OpenAI, Hugging Face, Meta, and more. You can use Azure OpenAI Service for large pre-trained foundation AI models with your own data. You can leverage data-driven decisioning that enable you to analyze it and interpret data to uncover patterns, identify trends, to gain valuable insights. You can get the personalized output or recommendations with the individualized information.
Studio. Now I already have a resource of AI Studio deployed. I can go ahead and launch it for us. So here in the Manage tab, you're able to see the overview of all your AI projects and also the connections to Azure OpenAI, Azure AI Search, and Storage. we'll probably use them in the later build field. So in the connection, you can see a more detailed version of these, and you can see your compute instance created for the job as well. Now in the Explore tab, you can see this model catalog. There are not only Azure OpenAI models, but also other models from Llama, Daisy, or Hugging Face open source ones. You can also view by inference tasks. For example, today we are interested in text generation, and we can see these whole bunch of models available here. And we also can go to the model benchmark if we have some models in mind that we want to compare. We can do it here. There are a lot of metrics ready, so you can see, compare the scores for each metrics, and find the model that's most suitable for your case. Here in the prompt catalog, you can see a lot of prompt examples. You can see by different modalities, industries, and tasks. If we want to do chat completion here, I can choose the marketing writing assistant. And if this is something that you're interested in implement in your own example, you can just copy the system message here. Okay, now let's go to the build field. You can create a new AI project if that is the case you need, or we can just go to the already created one and take a look. So in the component field, you can see the connected data and indexes which you created in Azure AI Search. This one, I am able to see the job details or test the data if I want. And you can see all your deployed Azure OpenAI models or other models here. Here in the content filter, I have already created one. So this enables you to filter out all the harmful content in the generation and in the prompt. So you can adjust the threshold here to reflect the nature of your own project. And there are more filters to be able to configure here. So this guardrails your answer and the security of your AI app. Alright, now let's go to the playground. You can see this is pretty similar to the Azure OpenAI Studio, as we can see here. It is almost the same. So if we go to the chat field, you can see. Yeah, so what is the difference actually? From my understanding, Azure OpenAI Studio gives you a more high-level, low-code experience, so you can have more intuitive testing and play with your different models here. Now it also has this new feature of assistance to make it even easier. So you can see you can have this assistance configurations here. This is the system message, and you can choose your deployment, add the function calling, enable code interpreter, and add your own files. And you can just converse over your own data from here. So as you may notice, there is no token counts. So because in this thread, token limit is not a thing. So Azure OpenAI Studio manages everything for you. And the trade-off is that this generation can be a bit slow. So let's try this out. I want to know more about responsible AI. And let's wait it to generate a response for us. And as you can see here, the logs basically take a note of every action you take in the chat session as well as in the assistant setup. So because it is taking care of everything all at once, the generation can be slower compared to the chat or completion here. Let's wait a few seconds. Okay, now it generates the answer for us. And it adheres to our instruction here that we asked the model to talk like you talk to a 10-year-old child. So the word is pretty simple and it gives some vivid examples to make it more comprehensible. Yeah, so this is Azure AI Studio. And what is the Azure AI Studio for? In my opinion, it is give you a more integrated experience for end-to-end AI app development. So you're able to take more control, do more configuration, not only in the playground, but also you can have the prompt flow experience. So we can create a new flow here. There are a bunch of examples you can take a reference at. For example, the most highly used one is the Q&A on your data. You can just clone one and follow the flow there. So today we can look at this already built flow that I created. Here you can also have this graph experience of every component in the whole prompt flow. So the start is our inputs from user and output you can see here. What is in the middle is the embedding of questions. Here we also have the search over indexes, and we can also generate prompt context by modifying this Python script. You're also able to do function calling here. Here, the prompt variants, you can have multiple variants and choose the one that is most suitable and generate the best result for your model. So you can have a whole bunch of variations and choose the best one according to the metrics that you're interested in. Here we have answered the question with context, and you can run this flow, and in the evaluation part, you can add a new evaluation and let me first give it a name. And then I want to evaluate this flow that I just created. You can select a node and also the variance. Here we can select the metrics. Usually groundness, relevance, and coherence are the top ones that is recommended for the evaluate Gen AI models. This is the deployment that I want for my evaluation. And then you can choose whether you want to evaluate on the existing dataset or the new dataset. You're also able to do fine-tuning over your own data as well.
That's all for my presentation today. Thank you so much and feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions. Here are some additional resources regarding Azure Copilot Studio if you want to reference.